We became foster parents, or a foster family, I should say, in about 1990, and we had 3 children at the time, 3 daughters. They were 10, 13, and 15.
Our kids watched a show one night that was about foster children and came to us and said, "Mom and Dad, we should do that. We should help these kids."
And it was a family decision. We all agreed that this is what we wanted to do.
We've had close to 40 children over 15 years, and each one has brought something different to us. Each one is something that we've learned from.
We started out taking infants, and as the time went by, we took children of all different ages. Sometimes we had sibling groups. The majority of children come into foster care in sibling groups, and so a child who's been removed from their home, their mom, their dad, it's really comforting for them to have their brother or sister with them.
All of the children we've had are different. I could tell you hundreds of stories about them, but a few that just are endeared to us is that one of the early ones we had were twin boys who we just loved. We picked them up from the hospital, had them until they were about 18 or 19 months old. And as they were getting ready to leave, we were debating whether we should adopt them or not. But we had decided before we ever started that we were going to be foster parents, that there were hundreds of kids every day that needed homes. And there were many people that were willing to adopt. But there were children sitting in shelters because they couldn't find foster homes for them.
We had one sibling group, 2 children that the mom was 15 when she had her first child and 16 when she had her second child. And so she was a child herself. She knew nothing about parenting. And the state removed the children, placed them in our home, and they worked with her. They helped her. She got her GED. She started going to Mesa Community College. She got completely clean and sober, and a few months after the children were returned to her, my daughter was home from college, and she said, "Mom, I want to invite her to college camp, summer camp." And I said, well, this girl would feel very uncomfortable going to college camp. She's not even in college. She's a high school dropout. She's got 2 children, unwed mother, and my daughter, who did not have any constraints as far as what God could do, said to me, "Well, I want to invite her." And I said, "Okay, you invite her." So she invited her to go to Point Loma with the college kids from Scottsdale Bible and offered us to babysit the children. And of course, we were happy to do that. And so this young girl went to college camp with the kids from Scottsdale Bible, and they welcomed her, they loved her, they made her feel part of the group, and she became a Christian. She received Christ while she was there.
Hundreds of stories you could tell that impact us because you can see the environment that they come from, what their views are based on because of the experiences they've had growing up. Many of them have been beaten and abused, and so it takes months and months of work for them to overcome that. And it's just one of the things that we felt that we could do to help the kids.
Matthew 25 says that as you have done this unto the least of these, you have done it unto me. And so by caring for children who need a home, who need love, we are following scriptural mandates.
It's such a blessing as you see where they go and you watch them grow, and you see the success they have in their life that you have some impact with. Some of those foster kids we've had still call us Pappy and Nana. We're still Grandma and Grandpa to them. And so it's just a wonderful blessing. And, you know, to say that because I'm going to feel it when they leave and that I'm not going to get involved is so nearsighted and short-sighted, because these kids need somebody to love them. Most of them have never been loved in their life. They have never really been attached to anybody because they haven't had that love from a parent. And so just in a year that you spend doing that, you can have such an impact on their life that you may never see, but 15 years from now, it'll show up in the way they turn out.